All right, we're going to get started here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and share this into the group. And there we go. Shared into the group. There we go. And then should be shared into all of the other places. Wait a minute. What's going on? It does not look like my thing is sharing. Oh, how interesting. What's going on, Live Leap? Why are you being all weird? All right, well, let me go ahead and take this off. Take the countdown off. Let's take that off. Oh, don't even have that up. If you only knew all of the different things that went into the production that we have here for you. All right, so now that we have that, let's get the camera to camera live. That's much better. All right, and let's bring that back for clarity's sake. All right, so as you're popping on, go ahead and give a yo-ho in the comments. I'm going to continue to share this out because for whatever reason, my live video is not being shared out automatically by LiveLeap. So that's technology for you, but we will get through it. So in the meantime, this just gives people time to be able to pop on. So go ahead and share this inside of the group. So we'll share it in a group. The group is Organic Marketing Secrets. Monday Night Marketing. How to attract a raving audience. We've got a lot in store for you guys tonight. Copy. So as you're coming on, say what's up, say yo-ho. See Vicky's in the house, a couple other people, go ahead and put yo-ho. We're going to get started here in just a moment, sharing out the video across the different planes of Facebook. So share to a page I manage. Let's post to the Organic Marketing Secrets page. Monday Night Marketing, how to attract a raving audience. Post. That's sent off. Let's share it one more time. And if you would like to share it, feel free. Monday Night Marketing, how to attract a raving audience. For those people who are popping on, go ahead and give me a fellow pirate yo-ho. Yo-ho, Shelly Michael in the house. Yo-ho, Vicky Earls. There we go. So shared to my timeline. Bam. Okay, so we've got it shared to the event. We've got it shared to the group, got it shared to my other page. It's being broadcast from Ben Perry and shared it to my timeline. So I think we should be rocking and rolling here. All right. Good to go. All right. Awesome. So we got 5 people. Yeah, we're going to wait for a couple more people to pop on. I'm super excited about today's topic. What's up, Michael? Michael Calicchini. Did I say your name right? Just give me a yes or no in the comments. Calicchini. Pretty cool name, man. So, yeah, today's topic is pretty near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. How to attract a raving audience. So this is our weekly show. This is Monday Night Marketing. So every Monday we show up here on this digital campfire in order to share about marketing, to share about what's working, what's not working, all the way from live video to organic marketing to maybe eventually we'll talk about a little bit of paid marketing whenever I get up to speed on that. Or we could also talk about, branding. We could talk about your offer. We could talk about all of those things, okay? Michael says we like the weekly show. Monday Night Marketing. This is the place to be on Monday night, all right? So as you were either driving home from work, you could just turn us on as if we were a podcast, or you can watch us on the replay, which, by the way, if you are watching us on the replay, give a mighty hashtag pirate replay, hashtag replay rum. And the way that we do this is, if you like what's being thrown down on this live video, then we're going to put into the comments hashtag spicy rum. So if you're going to leave the comments anyway, hashtag spicy rum, then we love the hearts and we love the likes. So go ahead and like those up. And I've got a fresh cup of coffee here for all my, where's my Game of Thrones fans? Okay, that's what I do. I drink and I know things. So drink up, me hearties. Every time I take a drink of my coffee, light up the hearts, light up the likes, all right? So drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. So good. So if this is your first time being exposed to organic marketing and to myself, welcome. We're not like every other marketing show. We're laid back. We are authentic. We're transparent. We're real, all right? You're not going to find stuffiness inside of this broadcast, inside of this particular stream, because that's just not what I stand for. I know what that's like. I spent 10 years in the military, so I know what it's like to be very rigid and very structured. But I think there's a law of diminishing returns when you are so rigid and structured and you don't give yourself time to breathe. When you don't allow yourself, like a fine wine, if you don't allow the wine to breathe, then the wine doesn't taste very good. So I say to relax, right? I attract a lot of people who are brand new at organic marketing and marketing in general online, but I also attract those people who have been doing this for a while. And maybe they want to know how do I become comfortable doing the live video thing? How do I position myself in a way that gets people to want to hear what I'm talking about? And then, I mean, as you're going to see as we go through this video, you're going to see that, oh my gosh, a lot of people have questions about, how do I not give everything away? How do I not give away the whole farm? Okay, I don't want to give away the milk and the cow. I want to just give away the milk, all right? And I don't want them to just get the cow for free. There is a way to do that, my friend, and we're going to cover it today. For those of you who were posting inside of our event, if you want to be privy to the next Monday Night Marketing, and if you want to have one of your questions answered, as you'll see as we go throughout this live video, you'll want to join our Facebook group, Organic Marketing Secrets. Organic Marketing Secrets is where we hang out, the whole entire crew, and that's where I post the events up. So I'll post up a couple days in advance what the following Monday's Monday Night Marketing subject is going to be, and then I'll ask you to pop your questions down below, and then I will answer your question on Monday Night Live. Not guaranteed, but you have a good chance of getting your question answered live. Following that, if you have a Skype account and you have asked a question, or you want to ask a question, you want to come on live with me, then that is an option. All right. So I think I had a Starbucks latte earlier, and I don't normally drink milk these days, but oh my gosh, I gotta stop doing that. So that's the deal. If you've got a Skype account, then we might be able to bring you on, all right? So let's get into it. So the subject is how to attract a raving audience that wants to buy from you, all right? So if that's what you want to hear, give me some hearts, give me some likes. Even you, dear replay viewer, watching, all right? And yeah, almond milk. I normally drink almond milk, Michael, but for whatever reason, I guess I just haven't gotten myself to ask Starbucks to put almond milk in my coffee. I actually like my coffee black. That's the thing. And I do like a good latte if it's done right. But in all honesty, I really don't like Starbucks coffee. I really don't. I think their coffee is crap. I much prefer my Peet's coffee. You know you're a coffee snob when you don't want to go to Starbucks for their coffee. You'd rather bring your own coffee and work at Starbucks. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, black is beautiful. Black is bold. Black is, well, black beard, eh? So, how to attract an audience? I'm going to give you a very simple framework here, okay? That framework is 5 different steps, all right? I am oversimplifying this on purpose, but I want to just kind of give you the nuts and bolts of why this works, all right? So number 1, look for an existing group of people who are already craving a solution, okay? Notice that I didn't say, actually, here, let me move this down here, okay? Notice that I didn't say that you need to go create a group and then stir up a bunch of attention and stir up a bunch of emotions. That's not what I said. I said, look, go find an existing group, okay? Keyword, tricky phrase, existing group of people who are already craving a solution. You cannot create desire in the marketplace. The marketplace already has their own desire. So if you want to be able to attract that raving audience, then that audience has to already exist. Okay? And that audience that is raving needs to be craving something. They need to be actually craving a solution. Okay? So that means that they are in some type of pain. All right? And they are looking for a solution for that pain. Okay? The marketplace will have it. Now, how do you find out whether this is something that's out there? Well, that's what market research is about, and that's what number 2 is about. Before I get into that, it's very important for you to get into your head that you cannot create a raving audience. You can attract a raving audience, but you have to go find an already existing audience, an existing group of people already in the marketplace that are looking for a solution, that are craving for a solution, okay? The more irrational their desire, the better it will be for you, okay? The more irrational their desire, the better it will be for you. That's why dating programs work so well. That's why women who are looking for husbands and boyfriends, that's why they do so well. These are all irrational behaviors. So if, somebody who is in golf and they're looking to increase their, I don't really know anything about golf, but if they're wanting to increase their golf score, actually I think you got to subtract the golf score, but if they want to get better at golf, some of these people are so like they're so particular about their thing that it borders on irrationality. Why? Because a lot of the times, let me just throw something out, they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? A lot of these golfers have these big egos and like they need to be number 1 or they need to be like having the best golf club or whatever. So anyway, long and short of it is that there's already an existing group out there that has a need. Okay? Does that make sense? So next, okay? Number 2, ask questions to clarify and get the exact craving. You have to ask questions. You have to ask questions. You have to ask what? Type into the comments. You have to ask what? Questions. You have to ask what? Questions. Okay? I hope that I sound like I'm repeating myself because I am. You have to ask them questions. You have to specify those answers that they give you, okay, to clarify, because when you ask them, they're going to give you a general, ambiguous, I just want more money. That's not actually what they want. I want more clients. That's not actually what they want. You got to realize that the thing that they say that they want isn't actually the thing that they want. The thing that they actually want is usually tied to something that is irrational. See how that works? The thing that I actually want is something that is like, all right, I want a bigger house for my children because I don't want them to grow up in a shitty neighborhood. I don't like the way that our neighborhood is going. All right. And I want to provide security for my family. That's why I want to close more sales. That's why I want to get more leads. That's why I am looking to hire you. Period. Okay? So if you can get deep into why they're asking, okay, why they have that craving in the first place, and tie it to their actual desire, then you will make a lot of money because it'll be like you're a mind reader. A lot of people don't know that they're not being clear about the thing that they want because they're even hiding it from themselves. What? What did you just say, Ben? Yeah, I'm serious. A lot of people aren't even telling themselves the truth about the thing that they're actually wanting. Okay? Have you ever heard of the phrase, a man buys for two reasons? First reason is the real reason. The second reason is the reason he can tell his wife, or the reason that he can give his wife. Okay? So that's the deal, all right? You got to be finding, you got to ask those questions. And it's never been easier. I'm telling you, okay? You're watching this online. It's never been easier to ask people clarifying questions about their craving. Okay? How do you ask questions? I believe that's one of our questions tonight that was asked inside of our group. How do you ask those questions? All right? Who can give me some examples of how to ask questions? Okay? We're going to make this an interactive experience. And so we got 11 people on right now. Okay? How do we go about asking questions online or on Facebook? How do you ask those questions? Pop them in the comments below. Okay? Michael just said, why? All right, cool. Let me move these overlays over here. Okay. Why? Okay. Okay, here's a question from Michael. What are you trying to accomplish with your business? Okay. So what I mean is, I guess, the vehicle through which you would ask the questions, okay? Because a lot of people are wanting to know how. How do I go and find the person, okay? So give me some examples of how you ask questions online. How you would ask questions via Facebook. So we've got Facebook. We've got Facebook's billion-dollar business that we get to use for free. They come out with new features all the time, okay? Some people are all about embracing these new features. Some people are all about trying to be traditional. Oh, I don't like that new update, okay? There we go. Slowex says Messenger. Messenger is absolutely a way to ask questions. You can ask questions in Messenger. Okay, there is a tactful way to do it, and there is a untactful. Is that a word? Untactful? There's a non-tactful way to do it. Okay, most people, when they are using Messenger to ask these questions, it just comes off as spammy. It comes off as super promotional. Okay, you don't want to come off as promotional. You want to come off as relational. Okay, there's a difference between promotional and relational. Okay. So, and then, Michael says, sheesh, I get it now. Probably the difference between promotional and relational. So, going back to the second question here, ask questions to clarify and get the exact craving. You ask your target market, that market that's already existing, they already have an existing craving. You ask them, what? What is it that you're craving specifically? What is it that you're craving exactly? Why not? Why not ask them that? And they're going to tell you, okay? It's super easy to do this when you have your own group, okay? Like our Organic Marketing Secrets. When you have your own group, there's a couple of different things that work for you here, Okay? Number one, you're seen as the leader, the authority, the influencer. People are more likely to answer you because you are coming from a perceived position of power. You could have created your group yesterday, and then people are trying to get into your group. You have your 3 questions up. Maybe one of those questions, ask them, what is your craving specifically, or what is your pain specifically? If you ask them, they will tell you more often than not. Super easy to be able to collect market research on Facebook, okay, by having your own group. I'm not saying that everybody needs their own group. Say that you don't have a group, but your target market, is in another group that's not yours, okay? Don't rush in there and try to be all spammerston, okay? But what you could do is go in there and see the questions that people are asking and get an idea to make it clear in your mind what it is that they actually want, okay? Adam says, moha, power, okay? When you have a Facebook group, I'm assuming, okay? Vicky says, email, blogging, posts, messenger, live videos, exactly, okay? All of these are a way to ask those questions, okay, if you don't have a Facebook group. Most of the time, when people are complaining that they don't have the resources, what they're actually complaining about is that, hey, I'm somebody who doesn't have resourcefulness, and I need everything spoon-fed to me. So if I say go ask questions, they sit there and like, I don't know what to do. Okay, don't do that. Mentors especially like people who just go and implement. If you just go and do the thing that I tell you to do, you're going to get the result. What really grinds our gears is when we tell somebody what to do and then they're like, they come back a couple days, a week, a month later, like a year later, and they're like, I'm still not having success. And we're like, did you do the thing we told you to do? And they're like, no, or I did it for a few days, but then it wasn't working and I stopped, right? Get out of here. You're not serious, and we don't want anything to do with you. I want to say we, okay? If that sounds harsh, I hope so, because it's like just acknowledge that you didn't do the thing and correct your behavior and go do the thing, right? It's super easy to just commit to doing the thing than to spin your wheels and be like, I can't do it, I don't know how. Go ask questions. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox there. Renee says, I own a medical spa. How can I get more customers to come in? It's a good question, Renee. We're gonna get to that. Okay, we're gonna answer that question throughout this live. Okay. Michael says, consistency and persistency is the only thing that matters. Okay. Well, let's get to number 3. Okay. Position yourself as the solution to that craving. Okay? So you are clarifying what their exact craving is, and now you're going to position yourself as the solution to that craving. So, for example, if somebody says, I really, so hold on, you said you have a medical spa. I don't necessarily know what a medical spa is, actually. Can you clarify what that is, Renee, what a medical spa is? So let's just say let's go with I know what a regular spa is. So say somebody's like, you know what, I really just need to get more massages. Okay, that's the craving. The craving is I have back pain. Okay, they didn't say that at first. They just said that they want a massage. So then you clarified, you have back pain. Okay, why do you have back pain? I was in a car accident. Well, maybe you don't need a spa. Maybe you need a chiropractor. Okay. Say, okay, so now you refer them to the chiropractor. You have positioned yourself as the chiropractor. And maybe the person was hit by a semi, God forbid. Okay. You could say, hey, I have a chiropractor that helps people who were hit by a semi. That's like super specific, like I can help you. That's what it's called, having generalized knowledge. Hey, I'm a chiropractor. I have generalized knowledge about chiropractic. And specialized knowledge. Hey, I'm a chiropractor that helps you with back injuries from getting hit by semis. Somebody sees that and they're like, oh, that's me. That's totally me. which one are you going to go toward, or which one are you going to go with if you've got back pain from being hit by a semi? The guy that's like, hey, I'm a chiropractor, can help you with your back. Or the guy that's like, hey, I'm a chiropractor and I specialize in helping people who got into a car accident and you have a back injury from getting hit by a semi. I'm going to go with that guy over there because he seems to know what he's doing, okay? So that's the deal, okay? Position yourself as the solution to that craving. So you've asked the questions and you figured out, somebody's like, you know what? I really am looking for somebody to allow me to go live, but with a click of a button, to go live, and I want to not have to share everything out like I did at the beginning of this video, okay? I found a service that did that, LiveLeap, okay? LiveLeap is a monthly recurring service that allows you to be able to click live and then it automatically goes live for you in all of these different spaces. It didn't work this time. I don't know why. I'm going to have to go find out what's going on, okay? But that is a pain that was in the marketplace. They said, hey, we're going to position ourselves as the solution to that. Is this making sense? Put some hearts and some likes in the comments if this is making sense, okay? I hope that this is not going over anybody's head. I'm trying to keep this pretty simple, okay? So we're on 3 out of 5, okay? Position yourself as the solution to that craving. Big picture, how to attract a raving audience who buy from you, okay? So that's number 3. Number 4, solve the craving, okay? It's not enough to position yourself as the solution to that craving. You have to actually be able to solve that craving, okay? Most people's cravings, at least in my world, are looking for an increase in revenue, an increase in profit. They want to make more money. Now, why do they want to make more money? Well, they want to make more money because of all of their different reasons, the specified cravings that they have, okay? So I want to solve that craving for them. So if they say, Ben, I don't know how to attract my ideal target audience. And then I find out that they're not even clear about the service that they want to provide. Well, first you got to go get yourself in line first before you try to serve anybody else. Okay? If they come to me and they're like, you know what? My offer isn't converting. And I look at their offer and their offer is like, hey, we've got 19 different options for you. We're all going to put them on the same page. Buy now. Okay? That might be a little confusing for people. That might be a little overwhelming for people. What really helps is if you have one main thing that would be able to offer to somebody, okay? But anyway, so back to solving the craving. Solve whatever it is, okay? Adam says, nothing goes over my head. My reflex is too fast. I would catch it. Pirate Drax. Pirated Drax? Pirate Drax? Maybe I'm not getting it. Cool, Adam. Cool. So we're solving the craving, okay? When you solve the craving, which, by the way, this is not part of it. I'm going to give you this as a bonus. If you can solve somebody's craving ahead of them buying from you, then you could have a customer or a client for life. Well, what do you mean, Ben? They haven't even bought from you yet. Exactly. Yet. They haven't bought from you yet. If you can give them, as Frank Kern says, results in advance of them paying you, okay? If you can help solve a problem before they ever reach in their back wallet and, well, reach in their back pocket and pull out their wallet, that does a lot for your professionalism, that does a lot for your credibility, and it makes them remember you, okay? Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy. Got it, man. Okay? So put hashtag spicy rum if you're enjoying this, if you're finding value in this. Solve their problem or solve their craving up front. And then say, say somebody's hungry, right? They have a craving. Say, hey, I've got this nice snack, and this snack is, let's just call it chocolate, okay? Hey, I got this Reese's peanut butter cup. You like chocolate? You like peanut butter? Here you go. Here's a snack. depending on where you are, whatever, okay? You enjoy it. You found that awesome. It leaves you wanting more. That's what you want your product or service to do. You want to solve a problem, but then also leave them wanting more. Oh, what's next? Oh, what else is possibly here? What's up, Emily Peck in the house? Emily Peck, Prokop. Did I say that right? Okay. So that's the deal, okay? So that's number 4. Number 4 is solve the craving. Solve the craving in advance if you can. Okay, and last but not least, number 5, enjoy the raving audience. Okay, so when you solve their craving, remember, you didn't create the craving for them. You found a group of people that were already craving it. You figured out what it was that they wanted specifically. Then you position yourself as the person that has the solution to that craving. And then you actually solve the craving because they're attracted to you because you're now positioning yourself as, hey, you got hit by a semi and now you have back problems and you're looking for a chiropractor. I do that. Okay. So now they're attracted to you. You solve their problem. Oh, I don't have any more back pain. Thank you. Enjoy the raving audience. And the best audience to promote your stuff is a raving audience. The best audience to promote your stuff is somebody who has had a positive experience with you. And especially if they got results in advance, okay? Because that's how word of mouth spreads. Oh my God, like you've got to listen to this lady because she is spitting fire and it's so good. And then that's when you show up to lives like this and you've got your journal out and you've got your pen, hopefully, out, and you are furiously taking notes, all right? Because what's being dropped is so good, you're like, oh my God, like I can't believe he's giving all this stuff away for free. If that's what's going through your mind, okay, type me in the comments. Go ahead, type me in the comments. If you're like, I can't believe he's giving away all this stuff for free, okay? I seriously, type me in the comments because I want you to see that there is a lot of people who are like, their minds are being blown right now because they're like, oh my God, I cannot believe the level of value that's happening on this live video. And this Monday Night Marketing, how to attract a raving audience. Well, here's why. We do this because we're, number one, demonstrating value, yes, but we're helping you to get results in advance. And we know that this is a live video. This is a live video being broadcast out with a wide net. Okay? Anybody who is on Facebook who decides to tune in right now could be enjoying this live video. Awesome. Okay? But the fact that you're watching it and you're getting results from it, you're getting maybe like having your mind blown, you're having little epiphanies happen here and there, and you actually go and solve a problem that you have, now you're more than likely to want to come back and see what else I have to offer. What is it like to work with Ben? What's it like? What does that look like? You come back because you got results in advance. You come back because there's something going on in the back of your head that says, wow, if this is what he's willing to give away for free, then what is his paid stuff? That's what we're talking about, okay? And that's how you attract a raving audience who wants to buy from you. Because up until this point, a lot of you, in fact, I don't think anybody on here tonight is a client of mine. Yeah. Yeah, you know why I don't have any clients on right now? Because they're like kicking ass right now. Right? They don't need me right now, okay? Because they got their problem solved, right? They got their itch scratched. Thank you so much, Ben, okay? I'm going to thank you, okay, in the form of giving you thank you notes, which, by the way, all cash is thank you notes, right? Hey, look at this, okay? When you do a good job, right, and you are wrapping up at the end of the night, you begin to push, right? You're like sweeping up, and there are a bunch of these, okay, on the ground. And you sweep them up, you put them into a pile. These are thank you notes that people give you at the end of the night. Thank you so much for helping me. Appreciate that. Swell guy. That's what these are, thank you notes. So if you can just go first, provide value, know your target market. I know my target market, right? I know who I'm serving here, okay? I also happen to help a lot of people who are kind of on the outskirts. They're like, oh, what's this marketing, organic marketing? A lot of people, they're either super advanced and they're like, hey, Ben, I'm ready to go. Like, let's do it. Or, they are brand new and they're like, oh, how do I do organic marketing? Because I don't want to pay for ads. I'm like, cool. Well, here's what to do. Fundamental. Because I'm teaching fundamentals and not necessarily tactics, there are some tactics, people are like, wow, I just shifted my entire marketing strategy and I started to make money. Holy crap. I have a long list of people who are like, I already got results from you, Ben, and I haven't even hired you yet. So I have a couple people that are like, look, I've already hired a couple coaches. I'm fulfilling those contracts. But then it's on. Okay? So that's the deal. You want to give results in advance. Okay? Next up, we're going to bring on the questions here, which, by the way, if you are somebody who has a Skype account and you would like to have your question, answered live, I'll bring you on to the live broadcast and we'll wrap it out, okay? I call these hot seats. So we can bring you up onto the hot seat. You can ask your question. I will answer it for you and to you live, and then everybody else here will be able to see, okay? Next week, we're starting our 6-week hot seat mastermind. What's the 6-week hot seat mastermind, Ben? Oh, I'm glad you asked, okay? The 6-week hot seat mastermind is a service that we provide along with our program, Social Media Magnetism. Social Media Magnetism is a 6-week course where I'm teaching you all of this in depth, okay? And the 6-week hot seat mastermind is where a few of us are getting onto a live Zoom call and we're going to mastermind it up. You're going to ask me questions. I'm going to answer them. Only it's going to be more high level, okay? You'll be able to ask me super specific questions because if you'll notice here, some people are asking me questions and they're super specific to them. I will not be answering questions like that, okay? But if it's a generalized question that would benefit everybody, then I'm more than welcome to answer your question. I just answered a question by saying that. Some people ask me, well, how do I not give away too much? That's one of them, okay? But anyway, if you would like to be a part of Social Media Magnetism and enroll, I don't have any fancy website for you. I do have a website page that has a bunch of results from people who've worked with me. That's benperry.co/proof. So go ahead and check that out. But from there, if you want to be a part of Social Media Magnetism, the tuition is $2K. It's $2K in order to enroll. You'll be enrolled in Social Media Magnetism, and you'll be able to participate with us in the 6-week hot seat mastermind, which starts next Monday. So we're going to have Monday Night Marketing happening again, and then as soon as we end Monday Night Marketing, those of us who are in the 6-week hot seat mastermind will all go to the Zoom call, and we will mastermind it up there. And everybody will get their questions in greater detail. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to bring up some questions here. Renee, it's $2K. $2K for Social Media Magnetism. You get the 6-week course and the 6-week hot seat mastermind. Everybody's going to be added to a private Facebook group, so everybody will be able to introduce themselves to each other, be able to ask specific questions inside of the group, and we also have a private Facebook Messenger group chat going on. All right, so that's the deal. $2K. If you want to send me a private message and you're interested, then send me a private message. If you want to do a payment plan or something like that, just message me and we can work it out. All right. So moving on with the questions. Let's see here. Okay, Vicky Earls asked, once you find the pain points, how do you present the solution without giving everything away? Okay, so this is a question that is near and dear to a lot of people's... Oop, just got rid of it. Oh well. This is a question that's near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. How do I not give away the farm, but still attract people to me and be able to help them? Well, it's very simple, okay? Everybody type into the comments, okay? If you're watching, this is an interactive experience. Everybody type into the comments the short version, okay? The short version. Type that into the comments. The short version, okay? And I know this is going to help you because you're interacting. It's an interactive experience, and it'll actually be more ingrained in your mind if you actually type this in. So go ahead, type into the comments the short version. The short version. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. Okay? I'm going to take a sip of my drink. Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. What'd you say, Renee? Try to buy in the summer. I have too much going on right now. Okay, awesome, Renee. Well, as long as we have room in the training, you're more than welcome to join. I can't say that I'm going to still be doing it this summer. Okay? Okay, we've got the short version. The short version. Go ahead. Type the short version into the comments. The short version. There we go. We got them coming in now. Vicky Earls with the short version. Emily Peck Prokop with the short version. All right. Eva Maria with the short version. You guys like seeing your name there? Craig Turner, the short version. Daniel Hosher, the short version. I like that. You rebel, you. Adam Finner, the short version. Kelly Ray Brown, the short version. Okay? So, you might be wondering, why do I have you typing in the short version? Okay? Here's the answer. Okay? If people love the short version of what it is that you do, okay, the short version of the answer, they will pay for the long version. Okay? Let me say that again. If they love the short version of what you do, they will pay for the long version. It doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. Okay? People want to be next to the teacher. People want to be a part of where the source is. Some people, that's just the way that they operate. Some people have it in their identity that I'm just somebody who always buys top tier. Doesn't matter. There's low tier, mid tier, and top tier. I'm always going to go for the top tier. That's just who I am. So if you have a package, okay, if you've got tiers in your own business, do you have a low tier, mid tier, and high tier? Do you have a ultra high tier? Do you have like a platinum tier? Okay, a gold and then a platinum tier. If you don't have these things, you could be missing out on money. Why? Because some people are just like predisposed towards wanting to buy the top tier. That's just who they are. Some people, they always fly first class. That's just who they are. Never mind like how they're finding the money. That's a whole different question. That's a whole different ballgame. But those people who have the mindset, I am a top shelf person. I always order top shelf. I always order first class. I am always in the penthouse suite. That's just who I am. It's just, that's the way it is. If you don't have a service that is top tier, you're missing out on a lot of money. Okay? A lot of opportunity, actually. All right? So that's the deal with that question, okay? How do you tell? Like, how do you decide? Because you're wondering, again, how am I able to share with you all of this information which, by the way, this is all information. This is great information to make you feel good, but this isn't transformation. If you want transformation, then get your ass here to Orlando, March 30th, 31st, and April 1st, and we will rock it out in our live event. Send me a private message if you want to rock and roll with me live here in Orlando, March 30th, 31st, and April 1st. I've actually got a second set of dates for those people who've been paying attention. So we've got that first weekend, and then we also have the weekend of April 27th, 28th, and 29th. Okay, that's like a full month after that. So for those people who can't make the first date, you can definitely make the second date. Send me a private message if you want to rap with me, because that's what this is about. I am out to help you in your marketing. Organic marketing is marketing. Marketing is copywriting. Okay, it's knowing your customer, knowing your client, knowing your ideal target avatar. That's what this is all about. And I'm so confident that I can help you that I have no problem getting up here and sharing this information. But I know that you probably have come to this particular live event, Monday Night Marketing. Okay, I'm gonna answer more questions here, but you probably came to this particular live event because for one of two reasons. Number one, you came here for more information. And if there's more information that you want, then that's fantastic. I hope that everything that we've covered so far has been useful for you. However, if you came here for results, if you came here to move the needle, if you came here for results that you can bank on, literally put into the bank, then send me a private message. I've got two main offers for you. That's either the live event, or you can get yourself enrolled into social media magnetism and get yourself on the 6-week hot seat mastermind. That's a $2,000 investment. Send me a private message, and I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I'm not just going to let anybody into it, but I'll ask you a couple questions to make sure it's a fit, and then we'll rock and roll it. Okay? Get you enrolled. So moving on with questions. Alec Bell Zandergy. How did you, Ben, overcome any misgivings or nervousness about going live? Well, it wasn't that I necessarily had a whole lot of. I didn't have any misgivings, for one. I had zero misgivings. I always knew that this is kind of what I wanted to do. Okay, I didn't know that it was in this particular fashion. Number two, the nervousness. The nervousness is always going to be there, Alec. It'll always be there. But it's whether you will just go ahead and act in the face of that nervousness and still go live, still press that button, still show up. Now, you might need to, kind of have a talk with your mind, okay? Are you guys asleep? Well, hold on a second. Are you guys asleep? I'm not seeing any comments come across here. Are you guys just kind of soaking up the information here, okay? Give me a hashtag spicy rum if you guys are enjoying this. Otherwise, we can cut this live short. We don't need to have Monday Night Marketing happen too long. But the nervousness, you just got to say, look, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for somebody that needs to hear the message that I'm saying, okay? So if you will put somebody else ahead of your own nervousness, that's what could propel you to get onto these lives, okay? Next up, big question from Stephen Corby. Oh, shoot. There we go. Put it down here. Stephen Corby asks, how do you draw in the dreaded lurkers, those who message you privately or read, watch, but don't comment in the group? I love my group, and we have a lot of engagement, but I do have several that just don't seem to participate, although I know they are reading, watching based on private messages, okay? So the short answer to this, Stephen, is that your lurkers, a lot of the times, maybe they won't comment on the actual live video here. And I'm actually going to make this smaller so that people can see me. They might not actually comment on your live videos. They might not comment and be totally interactive in your Facebook group, on your Facebook personal wall. but they're watching. They are watching, okay? These people, I like to call them professional lurkers. But just because they're a professional lurker doesn't mean that they might not be the most animated, the most enthusiastic proponent of promoting you, my friend, you. So a lot of times these people who are lurkers, by the time they do reach out, they're ready to go. They're ready to buy. They have credit card in hand. Hey, I already know I want this. I've been stalking you for 6 months. Let's do it because I want the results that all those other people are getting. Okay? So you're already drawing them in. You're already drawing them in. Somebody who's lurking, you already have their attention. There are people right now who want to watch this live video, but they're not going to watch it live because they don't want me to see them on the actual live video. But they're going to come back and circle around and watch the replay so that they'll never have to comment. They'll never have to like. They'll just be one of the many views that this video gets, and they'll be able to really be in professional lurker status. Do you get why people would do that? And that there are people doing this, but that person that goes through all of that trouble to avoid me seeing them watching my live, that person may send me a private message tomorrow and say, look, I want to do this. They'll send me a private message, be like, look, Ben, I've been following you for 6 months. I've seen your journey. I really think it's awesome what you're doing. How do I work with you? How do I sign up? Boom. There they are. So I don't think you necessarily need to draw in the lurkers, okay? Now, for those who message you privately, okay, it's important for you to have clear boundaries for yourself as far as what you are and what you are not willing to answer in a private message. Because you will have, if you are putting yourself in a position of leadership, if you're putting yourself in a position of influence, here's what happens. People will inevitably try to get you to give away all of your best secrets in private messenger. And if you don't have thick skin, if you don't have the intestinal fortitude to tell those people, look, I would be glad to answer that question. And in fact, I do answer questions just like those for my private clients. However, I would be out of integrity if I was to answer that question for you. Because your question is so specific to you, I'm not at liberty to be able to answer your question. And so you're just setting a very basic boundary between you and them. Now, if it's a question that is more broad, that can help a lot of people, and you'll find that people will just send you a private message, hey, what do I do if this particular situation happens? And it's a broad topic. Then I tell them, I say, look, that's a great question. Would you mind posting that inside of the Facebook group so that I might answer and everybody can see it? By doing that, you redirect their energy back into the Facebook group, and now everybody else is able to benefit from your answer, and then they get to benefit because they get their question answered. Okay? That's how I would do that. If you are feeling a little uneasy of hearing that, okay, the fact of telling somebody no, then there's some inner work that needs to happen for you. Okay? You do not owe anybody anything. Yes, you are a messenger. Yes, you are a healer. Okay? Teachers by very nature are healers. But you are not at the mercy, and you are not a slave to anyone. You have your boundaries, you have your standards, and those standards are very well put into place. So when somebody reaches out to you, you can very kindly and very non-apologetically let them know, look, if you would like to have a conversation about becoming a private client, that's something I would love to be able to engage you with, and we can find out if or how I can help you. But until then, I'm not at liberty to say because I would be out of integrity with my other clients. Okay? Renee asks, do you also provide marketing for business? I don't know what you mean, Renee. Do you also provide marketing for business? I don't do done-for-you services, if that's what you're asking, okay? I am a consultant. I am a coach. Hey, Landon. What's going on, man? Speaking of, so Landon, if you aren't in Landon's group, I know a lot of people here are, but if you aren't in Landon's group, Landon is a stellar individual. Me and him have similar mindsets when it comes to this whole not being salesy, not being manipulative. So go check out the Facebook group, Getting Clients Without Being Salesy. Tell him Ben sent you, and maybe he might give you one of his famous looks, okay? Renee says, I wished I had time to even watch all of the lives of you guys. I'm so glad I'm watching. Well, good, Renee. How did you find me, by the way? I'm always curious how people find me. Let's see. Is this question I've answered? Yes. What about this question? Let's do, get that out of the way. Here we go. All right. Adam Finner. How deliberate is this process? The process is how to attract a raving audience that buys from you. Okay? How deliberate is this process? Is there a pre-planned approach, or is it more loosely designed with some benchmarks to let you know it's time to take the next step to monetize your audience? Okay, great question. The short answer is, if you are in business, then there is no like, all right, it's time to monetize. No. You're monetizing from day one. You go into it with the intention to monetize. What do you mean, Ben? You're just in it for the money. No. But we are a business. And if a business doesn't generate profit, then that business doesn't stay in business for very long, does it? So you're not doing yourself any service by not knowing ahead of time that you're going to monetize your audience. You're going to monetize your group. And if somebody is making you feel less than, if somebody is trying to guilt you into getting paid for the value that you're providing, get them out of your life, because that is not a friend. Okay? At the end of the day, we provide value. They pay us financially by the value that we give, okay, in equal proportion. Okay? If you get your mindset right and be like, look, I'm providing you a service, you provide me a monetary value in exchange, life's great. What ends up happening when people don't follow this is they fall victim to trades. Who's ever been in a position where you're trading with somebody and you're like, man, I really wish I hadn't started this? Or you feel like you're like, one person is obviously getting the better end of the stick than person B. Okay? To avoid all of that nonsense, don't do trades. Okay? Cash value. Okay? Investment. Financial investment. Period. You can save yourself from a lot of heartache and heartbreak. Okay? Moving on. Jim Burgoon. Okay, I think my second question, if you are just starting out on this journey, what is the top 3 to 5 things you have to focus on to build traction? All right. So, as far as creating the audience, as far as attracting the audience, here's the thing, all right? Top 3 to 5 things you have to focus on to build traction. Number 1, you're going to focus on their pain and providing a solution to their pain. It's not about you, all right? Grow some thick skin. It's not about you. Test. Marketing is all about testing and tuning. So if you don't get some results right away, then that's just the way that it is, okay? You got to test to find out what works, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, okay, is you're, like I said before, you're in it to make money, okay? You're in it to make money, all right? If your business doesn't turn a profit, then your business will go out of business, all right? So only focus on those things that are going to bring money into you, okay? I think I'm just going to give you 3 things. And then the third thing, as far as to focus on to build traction, get out there and just start providing value. What I mean by providing value, go live, write blog posts, post on Instagram, post on Twitter, post on YouTube. If you're going to do Facebook, make sure that you vary up the different postings. And if you're thinking to yourself already, man, I don't have all the time to post all of that. Oh my God, that's just too much. I just want to do my thing. Well, then getting clients off of Facebook is not for you, my friend. Okay? I'll be the first to say it. It's not for everybody. Not everybody is cut out to do this. Not everybody's cut out to promote themselves online, because I'm going to make a distinction for you. It's not that you can't. It's not that you can't. Listen to me, okay? It's not that you cannot do what I'm doing. Anybody can. The fact of the matter is, are you willing to? Okay? The fact is, will you? That's the question. We already know that you can, but will you? And that's what separates the high achievers from those that aren't. That's what separates the people who are making money and those who aren't. People who are willing to look stupid, look funny. People who are willing to test. People who are willing to take a risk. People who are willing to go live, even though their heart is pounding in their chest and they have butterflies in their stomach. People who are willing to go and provide value ahead of getting paid. Okay? That stops a lot of people. But if you're willing to go first, if you're willing to put in the work, then all of this can be yours. Then the tips and tricks and the tactics that I'm teaching you will work. But that's the difference. It's not that you can't. You can do everything that I'm doing. You can do what the successful are doing. But the question is, will you? Will you form the habits? Will you put in the work? Will you do what's necessary in order to get the result that you're looking for? That's not a sexy answer, I realize. However, I didn't say that this was a sexy live. Okay? I want to give you the truth. Yeah. David says, the air is also much fresher when you push yourself outside the comfort zone. Boom. All right. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. Taking a sip of my coffee. Let's see the hearts. Let's see the likes. Love that perspective, Landon. Something happened I didn't see. Let's see here. Let's go through some of the comments. Amy Smith says, I found you from Landon. No idea how I found the gorillas. Thank you, Landon. Renee says, one friend added me to the group because I'm wanting to do more Facebook ads and run campaigns for my business. All right, cool. Okay. Amy says, I always feel weird admitting I'm at least partially in it for the money, but you and Landon fixing my mindset to be healthier and happier and focused on the right ICA. Okay, so this is big. It's not a crime to make money. It's not a crime to make money. In fact, okay, my firm belief is that nature, that the universe, that God wants you to fully express yourself to the maximum capability that you can. And in order to do that, you have every possibility and every access to make as much money as you possibly can. So if your whole purpose is to fully express yourself, then it's actually very good for you to make lots and lots of money. Okay, a good book for this mindset is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Okay, he says the purpose of nature is to express, advance, grow. I added on evolve and realign. All right. And then Vicky said, I second what Amy just said. Okay. Kelly Ray says, if you're not making money, you're running a business. Absolutely. All right, let's get back to some of these questions. I'm about to run to the end of these questions. If you've got a particular question yourself and you have Skype, feel free to private message me your Skype ID. We'll get it going on Skype, and I can invite you on, okay? Just say, hey, I'm willing to Skype with you. And if not, that's cool too, okay? But that's an option. All right, so answer that question. Answer that question. Boom, boom. Oh, let's get these out of here. They all look the same. That's why if I'm not, there we go. Here we go. Oh, no, I guess I did answer all the questions. I answered all the questions, guys. I answered all the questions. All right. So who wants to rap with me on Skype? Because if I don't see anybody that wants to rap with me, then we can begin to land this plane. Okay? So let me see here. Yeah, let me do this. All right, so there's that. And then we have, let me just make sure that the date is correct here. Yep, 27, 28, 29. All right. And then let's get the fire emoji. We love the fire emoji, guys. Put hashtag spicy rum if you've enjoyed this. I'm going to pop something up onto the screen here in just a second. Oh, man, really? Copy. All right. Bam. Put hashtag spicy rum in the comments, y'all. And let's get that. Good. All right. So here's the deal. This is the Orlando Live Mastermind. It's March 30th through April 1st. And then the second date is April 27th through April 29th. So you can send me a private message if you're interested in joining the Orlando Live Mastermind happening here. Okay, we're going to, here's how it's going to look, all right? Actually, let me put this to the side so that you can actually see me, okay? So here's how it's going to look. You come here, you're going to get your world rocked, okay? We're going to cover marketing, okay? A little bit of what we covered tonight is just a taste. We're going to cover sales, okay? I'm going to teach you my particular method called the FIRE method for doing sales. My sales methodology is not spammy. It's not manipulative. It's all about allowing the other person to have their own experience. It's all about allowing the other person to come to you where you are the lighthouse. You stand tall in the harbor and you let other people come to you, right? We do no chasing whatsoever. No cold calling, okay? I'm trying to keep this a PC live, seeing as I'm in a public space, right? So that's what it is, okay? We're not like, what would happen if a lighthouse just jumped up into the water and like tried to go after a boat? All of the other boats that are looking toward the lighthouse would crash into the rocks. So we do not chase. That's what the sales process is. We're going to cover mindset. We're also going to enjoy, you bet your ass, there's going to be great coffee, and there's going to be great food, there's going to be great music, there's going to be dancing, and there's going to be camaraderie. But what are you going to have at the end of the Orlando Live event? What are you going to walk away with? Well, you're going to walk away with an exact plan of what to do, what to implement in your own business so that you can do essentially what I'm doing here, okay? be able to have the framework, to be able to use, to be able to enroll people into your live events and or any of your programs, and to be able to make sure that your offer is solid. Be able to take your own natural genius and to be able to throw that out and into the world so that you can say, hey, this group of people who already have a craving, I've got a special something something. My special sauce is what those people are actually looking for. So let me position myself to where they would want to be a part of that, okay? That's what it is. Those 2 dates, if you are interested, send me a private message. I'll ask you a couple questions. If it looks like it's a good fit for both of us, then I will take your deposit and I will look forward to seeing you in the training. You'll also be enrolled in our other offer, which is the Social Media Magnetism. Social Media Magnetism is our newest course. That course is $2K, okay? Send me a private message if you want to be enrolled in this course. Next week on Monday, when we end Monday Night Live, those of us who are enrolled in the 6-week Hot Seat Mastermind are going to continue on. We're all going to get onto a Zoom call, and that Zoom call is going to be Mastermind session number 1. So if you want to be on the forefront of this, send me a private message, and the tuition is $2K. So if you want a payment plan, if there's something that, if you know that you want it and you're like, Ben, I totally want to be a part of this, how do we make it work? Go ahead and send me a private message, okay? I'm very easy to talk to, okay? So that's it. Social Media Magnetism or Orlando Live Mastermind, okay? Again, let me just say that I appreciate you being on live with me. I'm seeing a question here. What did you study? You are so good at it, Renee says. Was there anything else to the end of that? No. What did you study? You're so good at it. It's called life, Renee. It's called me jumping in first, going first, getting my scars, and not allowing fear to stop me. So there is a lot that I've learned on my own, but there's also a lot that I've learned through my own investment in my own personal development, in my own development as a business coach, as my business acumen grows. So not only would you be getting the value from that, but you would also be getting the value that I've spent by coming to the Orlando Live Mastermind, okay? Yeah, Landon and I, if you didn't know, we did a live event in December of last year, okay? It was the bee's knees, right? And those people who came are now developing lifelong friendships with each other, but they've also gotten their own business models on track and are on track to make lots and lots of money, okay? So that's what Landon said. If you're on the fence about this, do it. I've done live mastermind with Ben. He's fire, okay? Orlando live event, 2 dates. Send me a private message. If you're watching the replay, go ahead. Send me a private message. Number 2, social media magnetism. Everything that we covered, only in more detail, plus the 6-week hot seat mastermind. If you have any questions, send me a private message. That tuition is $2K. Okay? Let's rock and roll it. Let's see what's up. And I will see you, okay, on the flip side, my friends. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And you like that spicy rum, so keep it spicy.